Hi there, this is James from CVG.
Hi, I'm Matt from CVG.
And today we are here looking at Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Matt, you've had quite a long go on the preview code here. How does it compare to the other Street Fighter games?
It's pretty similar. I mean, it definitely feels more like a Street Fighter game than a Tekken game, which sounds like a stupidly obvious thing to say, but it's kind of been pitched as being familiar to fans of either franchise, but certainly it feels like an Ono game.
Excellent. And we can see here the new tag battle system in operation with the tagging in and out of your partners. It's got a new mode called Pandora as well. How does that work?
It's kind of like a self-sacrifice mode, really. Like once either one of your characters is down to 25% health, you can activate Pandora mode, which basically sacrifices your remaining character and makes you super powerful until your life gauge runs out. The bits I've played of it, I sort of struggle to find it that useful, but it looks amazing, and I'm sure people that are far better at the game than I am will find some amazing use for it, but if nothing else, it does genuinely look incredible.
So there's a couple of other new things called Cross Assault and Super Art moves. Can you just briefly explain what they are?
Yeah, the Super Arts is basically yet another name for what's essentially like your big specials. So you'll recognise any of these from any sort of Street Fighter game of recent years. The key thing being with that is that the Tekken players, their Super Art moves generally tend to look like they're big combos from the Tekken series, so big sort of flowing moves, like with Kazuya, he does a big sort of crossing low punch and it transitions into him sprouting wings and jumping up in the air and shooting you with a laser. Looks pretty incredible. Slightly easier to input than in Street Fighter 4 perhaps. The whole angle with this being that it's sort of well, there is depth there. It's sort of more accessible to like people that aren't hardcore Street Fighter fans. Cross Arts again is similar, but it's basically both characters incoming at the same time and unleashing all of the fury at once. Again, looks incredible.
And the other slightly controversial thing is the new gem system that's in
the gem system
in this edition. What do the gems do, and you know, how do they work?
There's sort of two strands of gems. There's assist gems, which are kind of pitched as being the beginner's selection, and there's boost gems, which are the sort of bespoke character stuff for more advanced players. The assist gems have things like easy input and super easy input, which will take a move that would normally, like a move like the hurricane kick, for example, which would normally be like a quarter circle away and a kick button, can either be down then back and a kick button for the easy input, or for super easy it's just back and kick.
That sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, you do sacrifice some damage doing it, but I think it's a thing that people understandably are a little bit sceptical about. They say with these things, as they always do, that all the gems are balanced, so it's not going to really matter what you have. Like overall, you'll still have the same level of power as your opponent, but it's kind of hard to even get the characters balanced on these games, let alone each character with a different gem setup. The boost gems are somewhat different. They kind of all have an activation trigger, which can be like a certain amount of time that's passed or being hit by a certain move, and they will sort of boost your defense or your attack or your speed or something like that. So with that, there is a little bit more scope for kind of doing something quite clever and deep. But again, it kind of remains to be seen. These things only really become sort of understandable on any kind of deep level when the really amazing players get hold of them and show you what you can actually do. Because I play Street Fighter 4, but I'm no sort of tournament champion.
Okay, well, overall then, from what you've played so far, still looking forward to it?
I really am, yeah. I mean, like, obviously the most striking thing is that it's just, for anyone that's a big fan of both fighting franchises, it's amazing to see all these characters in the same game. And it doesn't feel like a gimmick either, from what I've played of it, and seeing people that are really good at Street Fighter play it as well. It looks really, really strong. From previous stuff that we've played so far, there's a few balancing issues, like Lily, for example, who's one of the characters from the Tekken series, is sort of massively overpowered at the moment, able to do just crazy chip damage with one of her kicks. And those are the sort of things that can make or break a fighting game, so we'll have to wait and see really. But first impressions, yeah, generally it looks amazing, and I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on it. Alright,
well that's Street Fighter Cross Tekken previewed. The full game's out March 9th, and we're looking forward to it.
So yeah, thank you.